Count Dooku, I see you've brought your pitiful little force of droids with you today. Hey, Master Kenobi, I worked really hard on these. Like, I spent months making these droids. Seriously, man, that hurts. You gotta think about what you're saying to other people. What, you're Sith Lord. Aren't you supposed to, be tough? We have a little back and forth, a little, quip between each other, and then we fight? That might be how Master Yoda does it, but no, I want some civility here. Come on, man. Just, compliment my suit or something. You don't have to go straight for my life's work. Okay, I understand, I really like what you've done with your hair, Count Dooku. Thank you! See, was that so hard? I really like your boots. I really like your boots. I've been wanting to say it for months. Okay, now we can duel. What is good, guys? It's your boy Daily Tactics here with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War Mod ASV extension, and today we have a riveting battle. Obi Wan and Count Dooku are squaring off inside of this little courtyard here. They've marched both of their armies up inside here, and they are going to have an epic lightsaber duel between each other with combatants supporting from behind. It should be pretty sick, but that's not all. Billy Mays here. That's not all. We've got more. On the outside, there is going to be an even larger battle. So the courtyard is really just a microcosm for the battle as a whole. On the outside, we have hundreds of clone troopers versus hundreds of battle droids spanning super far back, so reinforcements are going to be steadily coming in for both sides on either side, which I think adds a cool little element to this battle. This is of course the ASV mod, so it will be bloody and pulpy and epic and awesome all at the same time. I'm super excited for it. You guys have been asking for some lightsaber duel stuff, so we'll see how this goes. I think it should be pretty cool. Either way, guys, be sure to hit that like button if you do enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on all my socials, Discord, Instagram, Overtone, Twitter, all those good things. Links are in the description below. And without further ado, let's get it poppin'. Hey guys, real quick before this video begins, I want to thank my sponsor, Instant Gaming, for sponsoring this video. They sell really cheap games for almost any console you could think of and PC. Men of War Assault Squad 2, for example, a game I play a lot on the channel, is only $5 compared to its retail price of $30. They achieved this by buying games in bulk during Steam sales and then selling them back to consumers for a cheaper price later on. It is completely legit. I use it to buy all of my games personally, so I would highly recommend it if you're looking to pick something up. They also have a wide variety of Star Wars games, every Star Wars Battlefront you could imagine, the Force Unleashed games, Knights of the Old Republic, Republic Commandos, all for extremely cheap prices. Even just going in the link in the description below and clicking on the link helps out my channel a ton because it shows that I am referring to people to the website. I'd highly recommend considering it if you're looking to make a game purchase in the near future. And thank you so much for you guys for listening to this advertisement. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the video, and on with the video. Okay, fellas, for the first bit of this battle, let's go in slow mode because I want to see this duel in all its glory, and I feel like if we go in fast motion, it's going to end in 2 seconds. So we'll go ahead and press start here and see who is the victor. They stand off, and then they run to opposite sides. Boys, you were supposed to duel. Okay, they're just chopping at each other's troopers right now. Dooku just straight up slaughtering some clone troopers over there, and then Obi-Wan is taking some swings at some droids. They apparently did not want to actually duel in the slightest. Okay, new deal. At the very end of the video, we'll get rid of all the troopers and just have an Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku duel. So if you just came to see that in this video, we'll still have it. It'll just be at the end of the video, but we'll let the rest of this battle sort of play out. I mean, maybe we will still get an Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku duel, because perhaps they'll kill all of each other's troopers and then double back to each other to fight one another. I don't know. That could be kind of cool, except right now Count Dooku is kind of stuck deflecting blaster fire all by himself in here, and then Obi-Wan is over here trying to deal with this one last battle droid. Super weird and super derpy, but I kind of dig it. The new animations are so sick. They really make the lightsabers way better. I mean, this is so epic. I really dig this. This is not something we were ever able to do before. Obi-Wan destroys his last quarry over here, but Count Dooku is still swinging around over this way. He seems kind of stuck. He's not able to advance too far. He's sort of having to deal with these clone troopers' blaster fire and having to deflect it. Clones can actually get hit by deflected blaster fire in this mod, which is so dope. It's so realistic to Star Wars. Isn't that sick? Obi-Wan, instead of going and helping, is just like having a little bit of a meditation right now. Meanwhile, the courtyard is like burning down and everyone's dead. Oh my god. This is like an element of destruction we have not seen in a long time in a battlefield. The clones don't know what to do now with Count Dooku. He's kind of surrounded and he's just chilling. He's just chilling. Okay, let's check in with the rest of the battle. I mean, it's just a battle, you know. It's pretty cool looking. Looks like we had some serious destruction for both sides over here. It looks like it's pretty even. Both sides still sort of coming forward and mobilizing, getting behind cover and all that. We haven't really missed too much considering we are in slow motion, which is pretty nice. Yeah, both sides just sort of taking cover, exchanging a little bit of fire, a couple deaths on both sides, but nothing too dramatic occurring yet on the outside. Let's get back to the courtyard. Where guts are just spraying everywhere. This is where the real battle is, boys. And now Count Dooku is meditating himself. This is so derpy. No one knows what to do with each other. That's so funny. Meanwhile, there's just this battle happening next to this, like, meditation zone between the two Jedi and a couple of clones who unfortunately got in the middle of it. I think Count Dooku just sliced that guy in half. Absolutely brutal. Now the clones seem to be just like fighting the battle around Count Dooku. They don't seem to care. Maybe he's been taken prisoner. Maybe it's a gentleman's agreement that the battle shall not occur in here anymore. More guts exploding on the interior. Oh my god. I was considering actually doing like a video titled Ruins of the Clone Wars, where we just have like a battlefield that's already been fought on, and then reinforcements sort of coming in over that fought on battlefield, and having it be like a super brutal type of a battle full of destruction and stuff. And I was actually going to do it in the standard Star Wars Galaxy of War mod, so we'd have more units and more vehicles and stuff. But I'm thinking we forego having more vehicles and more units just to have this level of destruction, because something called Ruins of the Clone Wars deserves to have this kind of treatment to it. This kind of brutal, bloody, fire-ridden, explosion-ridden treatment. I think it is absolutely necessary. Okay, let's go into normal speed now. Count Dooku and Obi-Wan seem to be just sort of chilling at this point. They don't really have much care to continue their duel. And the rest of the war is going on in other places, so we'll leave them be for now. It seems like the center sort of area over here beyond the courtyard is a bit of a stalemate. Neither side is able to do all that much, and losses seem to be mounting for both sides. The real action seems to be going on over at this area of the riverbank, where lots of clones are sort of coming forward this way, and lots of droids are sort of defending their side of the riverbank from the oncoming clones. So it does seem like the Republic is sort of taking the attack side of things rather than the defensive side of things, which is you know, different than you'd think. Normally Obi-Wan's Legion is very defensive oriented. They aren't big on doing massive scale attacks and whatnot. I mean, we do see them, but you know, Obi-Wan is a very defensive, a very contemplative Jedi, so his Legion's fighting style sort of mimics that. And even though they are called the 212th Attack Legion, it's been noted many times in Star Wars lore that Obi-Wan tends to take a more defensive side of things. So, you know, it's interesting to see his boys sort of going forward and pushing pretty aggressively into enemy territory here, while the droids take the defensive. And also, droids tend to take the offensive. Almost any time we see Clone Wars battles, the droids typically are the ones attacking. It's very rarely where we see a hardcore droid defense. Either way, actually, now they are starting to take a bit of an offensive stance. Somehow a clone yucked a droid popper way over here and roasted a few of those droids, just destroying their circuits with the droid popper. That's kind of sick. I'm so curious as to what's going to happen with Dooku. Like, I don't want to steer away from the courtyard for too long for fear that, like, he makes a move or something. I think what's happened right now is that Dooku and Obi-Wan have agreed to some sort of a truce, you know? And it's just a matter of if Dooku is going to break that truce or what, you know? So clearly Obi-Wan has called forward like 10, 20 clone troopers all to guard Count Dooku right now, including himself, just knowing how lethal of a person Count Dooku can be. And that's actually sort of taking away from his total firepower on the battlefield itself, where the droids now seem to be coming forward. They're actually making their way to the courtyard, perhaps trying to make a play at protecting their precious Count. Lots of them exploding into static right now due to incoming clone trooper fire. It is absolute brutality on this battlefield. They've actually crossed onto this riverbank over here too, slaughtering many of the clone troopers who were defending this part of the courtyard over here, including you know, the defenders of Count Dooku. So this is not great. The clone position is quickly sort of being compromised. Wait, where'd Obi-Wan go? Where the heck did Obi-Wan go? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where's Kenobi? Wait, hold up, where's Kenobi? Wait, before he dies somewhere. Did he decide to split and charge forward or something? Where's my boy? Oh no, Obi-Wan, what'd you do, dude? He came out, I guess, trying to assault, maybe do a bit of a counterattack against these guys, but I guess he wasn't anticipating the sheer number of droids that were coming at their position, and he ended up dying right there. Uh-oh. So that means Count Dooku is only being defended and guarded by standard clone troopers, which is never a very good thing, because no matter how gritty and powerful clone troopers are, to face Count Dooku is a serious challenge. So this could be disastrous. Not to mention a lot of them trying to come out of the courtyard to defend it from the outside and getting pretty rapidly slaughtered right there. They end up just deciding to KO Count Dooku right there. They say, nah fam, you're going down, and they pop him in the head, man. So Count Dooku is now down for the count. Actually, they shot his arm off. They went for the lightsaber arm and just straight up shot it off. So now the clones don't have any bargaining chips since they've killed Count Dooku. But, you know, it is less of a burden for them. They have sort of accomplished the mission of taking down the enemy leader, which is a good thing. And he's no longer a threat from within because, you know, he could have easily torn up half of these clones inside the courtyard with ease. So just them taking him out real quick, execution style, probably the best idea. Even if it is pretty cruel, it was probably what needed to be done there. Either way, the clones, if we look at the minimap, they're in red. The droids are in blue on the top left there. And I have to say, I think it's actually pretty even. I'd say the fight is still very even. It just appears like the clones are losing because the droids are now taking a hard attack stance, and I think that show of power is coming through in the battlefield and making it look like the clones are outnumbered or something, when in fact the clones, many of them are just sort of hiding behind these walls and stuff like that. So the clones are finally back into their element of a defensive position. It's really what they should be, especially considering the clones throughout the entirety of the war are heavily outnumbered by the battle droids. It only makes sense that they, you know, play more defensively in the majority of battles because it is just a necessity in this style of warfare. A whole slew of them get shredded behind that corridor there, their bodies lighting a fire. Not a good look. Not a good look there for the Republic. It is tough. I'm hearing like a burning droid. Is that where Obi-Wan's lightsaber ended up? That's awesome. It flew up into the courtyard and just stuck there. It's in the courtyard walls. That's so funny. Oh my god. Big clone assault right now against the battle droids. I think these guys are trying to make it into the courtyard to support their boys there and take up more defensive positioning in there. It looks like they did end up shredding a few droids there, but all of them ended up dying too. So I don't know who came away from that engagement on top. The droids just sort of lining up against this fence. The vast majority of their positioning is right there. They've also got a few, and when I mean a few, I mean a few troopers way over there in sort of an overwatch position. So right now it's like droid lines, clone lines, like very close together. Oh, a little bit of movement here from the droids. Looks like they might be doing a bit of a micro attack here. The clones responding in turn by sending out a few of their boys too. It looks like the clones do get the best of this little engagement here. The droid's barely able to get any fire off, and the majority of them who do position themselves out there do get shredded. Nice little droid popper there. Better safe than sorry when taking care of those guys. So yeah, just use the grenades up, boys. There's some droid in these, yeah, in the woods there who is firing at them, but the clones do manage to take them out. Actually, surprisingly, a few clones do remain out here. Oh, this guy's on fire! Poor chum! The fire brigade! Call the fire brigade! Oh, and he pops out there and gets decapitated. Oh my god. He was like, you know what? If I'm burning down, I'm burning down in style. I'm gonna be attacking the droids here, and then he ended up just dying. So big sad right there. You hate to see it. But, you know, that's alright. The bodies are just exploding into skeletons and helmets and legs and limbs, and oh, it's awful. The clones are seriously down in numbers. Majority of their guys are inside the courtyard now. Droids also similarly very out of numbers. There seems to be a bit of a repositioning right now for the battle droids. Oh, and a little bit of fire coming from over here. They do manage to kill a clone, it looks like, but one still remains in this burned down bush. He's trying to heal up, but he actually catches fire from the burning bush and dies right there. That's pretty brutal right there. Some droids repositioning themselves. It looks like they're going to try for entering the courtyard. Oh, maybe not. They're just going to the other side of the fence right now. Okay. Alright, are you guys going to try? Oh, one droid gets absolutely sniped over there by a clone. The clone gets killed in response by another droid. It's very back and forth type of battle right now. Very, very back and forth. One droid did try and enter into the courtyard once again and gets sniped. I do like how the entirety of the battle just sort of resolves around this one courtyard here. I think that's very, very cool. Like the fact that from beginning to end, the courtyard is always the center of the battle. And it hasn't really changed from that. It's the epicenter of all that's going on. I just think there's something cool about that, you know? The clone's really taking a hard, fast defensive position here now. And the droids are not doing too much to attack. Oh, this guy's got a grenade launcher, though. If this guy just gets one shot off, the clones could be done here. Let's see what happens. This droid could end the war here. If he gets one shot off, that's it. He doesn't. Nice job, clones. Oh, another grenade launcher droid. He does get a shot off, but he completely misses right there. So the clones manage to take those guys out. A few of them get cocky and decide to move out after taking out those grenade launcher troopers, maybe realizing that their situation inside the courtyard is kind of deteriorating, especially if the droids are bringing grenade launchers into the situation now. So they push out a little bit and then actually just retreat back in after taking out those few droids. Do the droids have any other grenade launcher troopers? Doesn't look like it. That would be the one saving grace, I think, of the droid army, because at this point, I think the droid army might lose. The clones also have a ton of troopers way back here that just sort of got caught on the shore, so let's not even forget about them. Like, they could make a return and just help out the remaining clones here. The droids are now severely outnumbered and have not been able to successfully attack the clones. One clone went out here and then I guess got caught, and he is now sort of the droid's prisoner at the moment, which is no good. I have a feeling an execution is in order very soon here. I don't think this clone will be living for much longer. But, you know, maybe the droids will have mercy. They've taken him prisoner for now. And they decide to take him out. Yep. Real quick there. Just shot him up. Hate to see it. Hate to see it for sure. For sure! Alright, not a lot going on. Not a lot going on. Alright, let's squad up the droids and squad up the clones. There we go. Everyone's all squatted up now, boys. Let me take a sip of my bean juice, get some energy going. Oh! I love making videos in the morning because I always have more energy because I've been drinking my bean juice, you know? It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing, really. Beautiful. I mean, nothing's really happening right now. Both sides are just sort of messing about. I just don't know how to do an even resolution, you know? It's pretty clear the clones are going to win. The clones themselves just decide to to come out here and start blasting the droids, and the droids do nothing about it. So there's our resolution. I didn't even have to control a single unit during the entirety of this battle. Oh, there's one droid left right here. He's actually got a kill. This one droid has a kill. He's hiding behind the fence. Clones see him for sure. Just grenade him, guys. There's no point in risking your lives right now. Not at this juncture in the battle. You guys have won the battle at this point. Just grenade him. Just grenade him, boys. Nope, they're going to do the full-on push here. It's opening up the droid to get one more kill, potentially. Nope. Okay, they got him. Nice, good. I should have trusted in the clones' instincts there. Either way, guys. Huge battle. This doesn't even begin to represent the losses because the majority of the troopers in this mod do explode. We got to remember that. So, like, probably 10 times the clone losses. I think the droids are less susceptible to exploding, which is strange because they're metal. You know, probably 2 times or 3 times the droid losses right there. The clones do end up winning, and they do have a few troopers left. But Obi Wan Kenobi is down for the count. They've captured Count Dooku, which is kind of great. They've got maybe, yeah, 3 squads left, so like 30 troopers, which isn't bad. They actually managed to win this thing with quite a number of troopers. I think when they took that defensive stance, they sort of solidified their victory. That was the smart, intelligent thing to do. So way to go for the clone troopers. Either way, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment down below what you thought of it. If you have any video suggestions for the future, I'd love to hear them. This was actually a fan-suggested video on my Twitch, so if you want to hop in there and recommend stuff while I'm chatting with you guys and playing some video games, normally Star Wars Battlefront, be sure to follow me there. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton on YouTube. And subscribe. Alright, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.